It's good to have you back. It is still Good Morning Anambra Tuesday episode. And we are glad to know that you're already seated and waiting for us to start rolling that discussion that we'll have with you this morning. Once more, my name is Sijoma Uche, and I still have Dave with me. Dave.
Yes, good morning again. Once again, it's still Good Morning Anambra. Okay,
and some people have joined us to look at the topic we have for this segment. They are Sir Ogo Ezono. Sir Ogo Ezono is an agropreneur. Sir Ogo, you're welcome to our studios.
Thank you very much.
And we also have Professor Lucy Moba. She is the SSA to Governor Obiano on fisheries and agriculture.
Aquaculture.
Aquaculture. Okay. Aquaculture. Yes. I got that. Yes. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you.
You look good. Welcome.
You too.
Okay, and what are we going to look at? Improving food security through agriculture. That's the topic we'll have for you this morning. And I know that food security is a situation that exists when all people at all times have physical, social, and economic access to sufficient, safe, and nutritious food that meets their dietary needs. And that food preferences for active and healthy life. That's pregnant. I'm giving it to you in a nutshell. Then it can also be referred to as food sufficiency. You understand what we're talking about when we say improving food security through agriculture. And if this definition stands, that's judging from the definition, Sir Ogo, let me start with you. Would you say that food sufficiency is, or security is a reality?
Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, food security is a reality. But the reality will be achieved with efficient information, which I hope we are going to achieve by this program. You see, one thing is to produce food. Next thing is to know how to secure that food. Even before the security of that food, you have to start with the security of the farm. Because if the farm is not secured, you cannot get the product, you know? And that is what will bring us to how to advise the farmers to take care of the formative stage of the farm. You see, if one just cultivates and leaves the farm without taking care of drainage, for instance, without taking care of weeds, without taking care of pests, the plants that will give us the food may not give us the yield. And that's why we shall start first by advising farmers. After taking care of the land, please try your best to take care of drainage. There are plants that need water to be around them. And there's some plants that need water just to go and then seepage. No. So what we're trying to say is, if farmers can try their best to know all this and take care of them, and then give the plants the enabling environment to mature, then when these fruits or food, whether tubers or whatever, come out, next stage is how do we preserve them? And the feasibility is there.
Okay, we are coming to that. Let's go over to Professor Muba and take the same question. Is food security a reality?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I think I just said, to be able to secure the food, like you mentioned, it requires physical, social, and economic. And therefore, there is the need for the proper budgeting. The input. The input is very essential, as you cannot harvest what you did not plant. Yeah. When there is proper input, the right budgeting, this will take care of the cost of the seed that you're going to plant. Because it's the seed that we grow and then we harvest. Then you start from that one when it is cropped, and then the management. It should be properly managed.
Prof,
When we say manage, can we
Let me break it down.
Just as Saizon had just said, management means like if it's something like yam, the farmer should know the season, should have proper understanding of the season for that crop. Because the season for yam is not exactly the season for cassava can thrive in every period, provided there is even this time there is no water, it's still thriving. But so for something like cocoyam and all those corn, we know while you can plant the corn cannot do all the year round, even the yam cannot do all the year round. So the farmer should have the knowledge of the time of baggage.
Yes, you can go ahead.
Because I was going to ask
Okay,
you,
baggage
how
where
do
konye
they
ha.
have this knowledge? With this knowledge that we are talking about.
That
You should
knowledge-
have the knowledge. You have the knowledge from where?
Okay,
From who?
I see. That is where institution comes in. There is need for our institutions to relate with our native people.
All right. Let me ask this question. So maybe you take it from there. You are from the institution. You are from the
Yes,
academic institutions. How do we, looking at the cultural system of agriculture that we've been practicing, is it also a contributor to maybe our inability to reach food sufficiency in Nigeria?
That is basically the problem. It's also in the aquaculture, fisheries. The issue is that when you go to Ahmad University, you will see there's what they call Institute of Agriculture.
Which university said?
Ahmadu Bello.
Okay,
Ahmad
Ahmadu
University.
Maybe.
I think they invested, well, I was there for 13 years. I had my first degree and first master's there before I came down.
Really?
Yes. And we dealt with those institutes. They have institutes for animals. They have institutes for agriculture. What are they doing? There is steady relationship with the research production to the community. They call it extension services.
Yes.
And so they're able to relate with the villagers. They go from community to communities, teaching them the latest findings. And that is why, even though we are nearer to the water, I mean, we are south, and they are north, meaning it does not rain there. Before September of every year, rains have stopped there. But you see, our own gets to November. That means we have longer period of rains. And you cannot talk of existence and survival of any life without water.
Without water. Talking about agric extension, do we have anything like that here, Sir Ogezono?
Well, I think the ADP Anambra State is trying their best. You know, last year they invited farmers to come and register, and then they sent their staff to go to the registered farms and see their farms and then advise them. So Anambra State is doing good, you know.
Extension services.
Well, in terms of education, institution going to the
both that aspect, the institution and the government.
Yes.
Do you think the system of extension services we practice here is effective?
Well, I don't. The effectiveness.
To compare with what we have over there.
Yes. The effectiveness is what we have to scale. You know, it's not as effective as what we had up north. Up north, you see, condition of a place, that's what we call environmental factors. For the fact that these people don't have enough water and they need food, okay, that condition will spur them into trying to see what they can do to improve. And that may be why the institution, the extension service had to be forced. It will copy from one environment to another. So what I'm trying to say is that it is not effective in Anambra State. But Anambra State is doing very good. Governor is doing good. But I want to ask that ADP, you know, we try their best to reach the farmers at their farms. They are doing it, but I want them to step up.
You wanted to step up, but I was thinking you're going to look at the large scale farming that we experience in the north. I was briefly in ABU too, madam. But then it's not obtained here. What do we do here? I know we have rice farms and we have so many people going through planting cassava and all the rest of them. Is there any way we can have that kind of large scale of farming down here?
Already
we have the environment.
Already we are starting. Okay? For the fact that Anambra State can feed the nation through rice, it's large scale. You know, if a state can produce enough rice to feed the state, and then many states come to buy here, we shall give kudos to Anambra State.
What about the irrigation system? What about the
irrigation system? Yes, that's right. The irrigation system is the next thing we shall look at. That's why I started when I was saying something. Take care of the irrigation. I mean drainage. You see, we have water enough. I was privileged to go to this farm at I have two farms. One at Umulemelo village, Nobi, and one at a junction between Nimo and Neni. Okay? That place, those two places are good. At Nobi, you will see as early as 6 o'clock, farmers will troop to the farm. This dry season. They have this machine. They have this machine. They draw water from the stream, you know, and then irrigate not through canal but through pipe. And they do it morning and they do it evening, because basically plants need three major conditions: light, water, and warmth. We have warmth now, but if you don't have water, the plant will die. So they extend this water from the stream to their farms morning and evening, and that's why they have vegetables and other fruits all year round. The same thing happens at that Nimo. If you go to Nimo any time of the day apart darkness, you will be marveled when you see a lot of vegetables, especially bitter leaf. Okay, you see them in the farm. You see them, the fresh ones in bunches, and you see them, the squeezed ones ready for consumption. Wet and dried. Wet for direct use, dried for exportation or preservation. You see, that is good. And that is the essence of irrigation. You know.
Okay. My Prof, having been in the north, and you are now here, I want to find out from you, what do we need to do to achieve food security here first?
Thank you very much. Like I was saying, he had just mentioned of Nimo, of the entire Anambra State.
Yes.
I think the knowledge, the right people at the right places in terms of how do we sustain, because it's not proper to say that, but there is a need for sustainability in farming system.
No doubt.
So that means that there has to be those that understand the nitty-gritty involved in agriculture. From the north that I was saying, the people actually that we are driving what we are saying now are mainly Igbos. Professor Munna, Professor Njoko. Professor Njoko is from Owerri. Umunna Nisha. Cheben Sube. Professor Ebenebe. Professor Eninimo. Mr. Wamba, my then husband, a young man, but now a retired professor too, in agriculture. What am I saying? They have agric mechanization, which my husband was in charge there.
That's good.
And then they were mechanizing agriculture.
In the north?
In the north. And when I did my first degree on fisheries, my fish sampling was from Masca, a very obscure community, if you like. But on the way to Fontoa, they have a little natural water body, which was dredged, dammed, and water level raised.
You see what is going
That irrigation followed immediately, and fish farming followed instantly.
All right.
It has become an institute of fisheries right now.
Look at
So
this.
what I'm telling you is, we really need those that know what to do. I think a major problem is that we don't even, like our governor is actually ready, and he's investing. But there is a need to have the right people in the right place.
So you are, madam, you are a senior aide to the governor on aquaculture.
SSA, yes, fisheries and aquaculture.
And it puts you at the vantage position to advise government.
Yes.
How do we get those right people at the right
At the
place?
right places.
The getting of the right people will require a committee coming together and look at, because while I was working here, I was sent to represent the commissioner in the Southeast National Fish Association of Nigeria. There they realized I was a professor and decided I should be in charge of Anambra State. That's a national appointment. And then they said for the exhibition they had in November 28, I should deliver the lead paper. That was where I told them that they send fish from the north to us. They send processed fish from the west to us, even the live ones. You go to Ose, you see them. Is it that we do not have people who can farm fish?
Even from the Cameroon.
Is it that we do not have the water? Like I told you now that Masca it's now called Masca Dam, but nobody knows about Masca.
What's
If
Masca?
you go to that north, if you go to Masca,
A community.
a community very obscure,
Okay, okay.
but this little line of water that passed there had made them prominent because there's now an institute of fisheries in that place.
You don't say.
When I was there, they were just starting it newly. If you go if you go around the entire nation, it's just these 5 states that do not have any school of fisheries or school of water hydrobiology.
And I wonder why. Okay, let's start welcoming our guests now. You can start making calls and making your contributions with the numbers on your screen while we talk. Madam Naya, I've raised the fishery something, though I like fish, but let's talk about it. You say we don't have any institutes taking care of fish.
It's a common problem they have with agriculture.
And even other institutes in charge of other agriculture issues.
You can't
We don't
mention.
have fishery departments in all these institutions. I know that that's
We have departments, but the departments are limited. Number one, they are not properly funded. Because you cannot drive any of these ideas without the finance there. But in the north, I don't know what happens. It's like when they have budgeted for them and budgeted for the West, then they will think whether there is anything to throw to any other.
This
is the truth of the situation.
No, but it's true.
So that our governor is up and doing.
Okay, somebody has joined us. Let's see. Yeah, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
What's going on in your background?
Well, remember that before you call us, you lower the volume on your TV set so that when you call, we won't be having hallbacks in the studio. Kindly hear because this issue, this topic we are discussing, our topic so just join us to make your contributions. We want to drive. Agriculture is beyond what government will do. It's about what all of us will do to ensure food security.
Yes. So now, August, let's come to you. Anya megego miliazu. Kai makana ifai ga akotania. Ogini menanya de nweta. Okay. Keze butelazu hono. Oka kwanku. Kedi fe menanya da akotazu na mili anya inwelu mili down here. Apart from the pond thing, I went the other day to buy fish in the market. Fana asemu, umwa na asemu. Biagolum azusi na mili nka ase nka abrokwa ije imeta kwa se patakwa nka upon this and that. Ijama mara nke bunke. Kedify game to get our fishes from our natural waters.
Yeah, I must tell you that we have fish in our natural waters. We have. The only thing is that do we have, just like she said about the marker, you call that community marker? Just that community must have known how to farm catch their fish there. If you go to Atani, there is fish. Any part of Obaro, there is fish. And they know the nooks and crannies.
So, Gozono, it's not the community that know how to catch the fish.
Yes.
From what Prof said,
yes,
it is the institution, ABU, that went there to develop that place.
Yes, that's right.
And then build an institute for fishery there.
Let me tell you,
what do we do?
I come from Node. Okay, I come from Node. And we have what a small lake we call Odeludu in Umulemelum village in Node. If you see the quantum of fish there, it's wonderful. Many people during the war, that's what St. does during the war. Many people travel, trek different long distances to come and catch fish there. Today, you can see fish that could be as long as a human being there. But what we're trying to say is that people are not motivated. People are not effectively motivated to harness these natural resources. Yeah. And that is where I have to pray the Anambra State government to send the extension workers. We are ready, we who are agropreneurs, we are ready to volunteer, just like we are here now, okay? We are ready to teach people and ready to motivate these farmers themselves. You see, there is the mentality our people have, that something that is not foreign is local, and local things are seen as inferior. When I was interviewing the women at Nimo River, Nimo Name Junction farm the other time, they were running away. They said, "I don't want you to go and show me in the in the network, you know." And I asked her a question. Tell me true. Let's analyze this thing now. You see yourself inferior because you are farming. How much do you realize on average every day? Tell me the truth. And this woman said, well, on average, not less than 30,000 a day. Okay.
So I'm in those days now, akobolo, anakol, ipota na one farm, a Fuji, for ede, for apple, for oka, for okra, for fini na akwa na one farm, ogo, akede. You just mentioned them. You ought to go all the forms of vegetables, green, hancha. Oka de kwaketa. Otu aka esi okwu aka anama wajilu no ụmụahịa. Otu aka ga-esi megide wee kọta nke nwa ga secure that will go around the year. Kedu ife a na-emeka wee kụziere ndị be anyị ka a ga-esi wee na-akọzi ọlụ ka anyị nwee ike na-akọta otu a ndị ugwu Awụsa si akọta ya. Ka m do n'ebe nọ ọgọzọ.
Yeah, thank you very much. The picture, if you put before, we have about subsistence agriculture. And if you are controllable, the size of farmland one has. Kita mmadụ nwere ike inwe ọtụtụ mbala ugbo. Onye nwere ike sị na 1 acre nwere ike ịbụ maka akpụ, 1 acre abụrụ maka vegetable, 1 acre abụrụ maka pig, piggery, 1 acre abụrụ maka whatever. I'm happy. One man meet in America. I just forgot his name, but he's from Anambra State. He has a very big farm here. He calls it Oka Farm. Just along that, near this, Yagoka side. Okay? If you go there today, you will see stretch of land for fish, stretch of land for piggery, stretch of land for poultry, stretch of land for different plants. He lives in America, but he left that place and came down here and doing very well. Okay? If people like that can leave $1 in America and come down here and make money, that shows that we have a lot of resources to be tapped. So if I in a Kubu, let our people who have land, not okay, see Bulibana. Mama any part of the state. I will give you advice.
So in a book, I will say Anambra.
I tell you, if I want an especially another the radio. We see, why should people actually always look for government employment? You are employed, you wear good dress, you wear good shoe, you look fine. At the end of the month, you are paid 30,000 naira.
And you are hungry.
And you're hungry. And if you are like 30,000 naira a month, it means 1,000 naira a day. If you check the cost of your food a day, the transportation a day, you see that you spend more than 1,000 naira a day.
All right, Prof. We're still looking at how do we address this issue. There was an experience I had late 2016. I did a report on Anambra and the dredging. There I discovered the waterways. We mentioned the issue about natural fisheries now. The waterways are controlled by the federal government. Okay. Good morning.
Yeah, hello?
Yes, Barrister Joseph on the line.
All right.
Barrister, you're welcome.
I'm reaching you from Anambra, and I am the local government.
All right.
Welcome, Barrister.
Yes, I will continue on you this morning because that is very, very necessary.
Okay.
Thank you.
You see, we can as well secure our food by ensuring that this issue of herdsmen, because if you come to my side, for instance, Umumbo, or I am generally, if I use now, the one of the in the Luchan, who put a park somewhere in the farm, in the flan, there be a wire. What do you blue jab with the no dosa? But there be a book a chair, maybe chair, maybe a mama, then no my real. So if the government can help to provide security, then again, the farming equipment, many people are ready to farm. If you come to Ayamelon, for instance, 99% of the people, they are farmers. But the equipment, the tractors, and some other things, fertilizer, the government is not helping matters. Loan, give farmers loans so that they can work effectively if they are not doing it. So these are the things we can do to ensure that we have enough food for the people. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you, Barrister Nancy.
Let me react to what you just said.
Okay,
you see, this issue of cattle rearers menace should not be taken lightly. Okay? I thank God the other time, sometime last week, the governor of the farm of governor of Benue State was attacked, and I learned the farm guards dealt with those cattle. Okay? That is human factor. I want to teach farmers now. Apart from kefi yalebia n'ugbo if unu ga-eme bụ gaa nọ n'afịa o mere ha na-akpọ ụmụ ha akpọ griopei castor oil. Okay? When mkpụrụ castor oil kụọ okirikiri ugbo unu.
Castor oil abụrụ ogili Igbo bụ no castor oil.
Ogili ugba ha na-ekwu ogili ugba. Yes, that's what I mean. Castor oil seeds. Were kụọ okirikiri ugbo gị. Nke mbụ bụ na ịkụọ ya, ọ ga-amịtara gị mkpụrụ ga-enye gị ego. Mana natural security for cattle. Not only cattle. Ọ bụrụ na iwere ogiri ụgba were gaa okirikiri ugbo gị. Nke mbụ bụ na efi ama bịa nso because of natural inhibition to cow. You will be surprised that even may not cross that boundary. Some science snakes cannot cross that boundary. So, when you as what you have got this morning, when you have okirikiri ugbo gị, you can feel that even if the cattle rearers are pushing their cattle to go there, they will go back. It's natural inhibition.
Good. Prof, we are almost running off. Okay, is anybody there?
No.
Okay.
I was asking the issue where we have the waterways being controlled by federal government and agriculture states. It seems it hampers coordination at those levels of addressing the issue of fishery.
No, what we are talking about now is collaboration. In collaboration with neighboring communities and neighboring states, so that is what think tank and agriculture and Africa. That's what the issue that is being addressed now in agriculture and in fisheries. Like we were saying, if we have our natural water bodies properly harnessed and handled. And then we have the institute set in place so that any new problems that are being experienced by the farmers, fish farmers in the village, they bring the problems and it will be treated, and we'll be having community, we'll be having extension services with the communities. Okay. And at that time in ABS, in ADP, within a few months, we have been able to train 300 fish farmers.
Really?
Yes, and they are now mapped out for the loan, the style loan. And they just called me yesterday, the CBN, to tell me that they will come for mapping. Okay. From this mapping, they'll be given loan. Why? Because the nation wants everybody to farm fish.
Yes.
Because the fish we are getting from natural water is no more.
It's not more enough.
It's not more there because of nature's. Yes. They catch fish with mesh that is very tiny in space, so that so that tomorrow.
If we were a whole lot of programs in agriculture, especially
Anambra first too. No, that exhibition agent, Anambra governor Nyai date came and inaugurate Anambra of all the 5 states of Southeast. Anambra came first in fish production from Aguero. So we are
already feeling your impact in this area, but don't worry, we are coming back. I come with a lot of questions to ask. I am a passive on a day because I don't know, because we have to go to make way for all the programs that are coming up. Well, thank you very much, Sir Ogo Ezono. You are an agropreneur. Well, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much. Our farmers, be proud that you are farmers. We are proud of you. The future is for us.
And the Professor Lucy Muba, SSA to Gardner Obiano on fisheries and aquaculture. Did I get it?
Thank you very much. I'm really ready to work. And I'm really ready to do that which I, by God's grace, and I'm ready. Now you can see I'm not getting younger, but I want that which I have to offload it. Maybe so that our place has developed and improved as other places. I came back from Alabama the other day, and we went and saw how they are using their water.
Don't worry, we are bringing you back. We want to tap all this knowledge so you transfer it to the younger ones as you grow older. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. Thank you, Dave. We just have 2 days for this.
It's been an exciting one.
Yeah, it is. But you hold on. You know, you still have our programs and packages coming your way. Remember, the news is coming, and then the sports. Don't go away.
Morning, Anambra.
Ndi Anambra.
It's Good Morning, Anambra, our breakfast TV show on ABS TV, Channel 24.
My name is Iberi Ugunna. To light up your morning with,
I am Nonye Nwokoye.
Theophilus Oko,
Chidimma Oranwa,
Ijama Uche.
Every morning, weekdays, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
From newspaper reviews
to interactive segments with viewer participation,
news from our studio,
sports,
the entertainment.
Join us.
Tune in weekdays, 7 a.m.
Good Morning, Anambra, your breakfast TV show, every weekday from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.